Hey Tribe, it's Steph. It's Monday. It's the first week of November, and this is just me being super candid because I have been seeing a trend lately and people not taking care of time for themselves, and I just want to talk about it because this is something that happens every year around this time of year, October, November, right before the holidays hit. And I really feel that this is the reason why there's such a craze for this New Year's resolution come January and February, because we literally don't take time for ourselves for the last few months of the year. We get caught up in the hustle and bustle of the holidays, and generally this is a change in season, so it's getting colder, it's darker longer. We just find it really hard to get up and go to the gym and get our workouts in, and I get it. I feel the same way. It is harder to get up in the morning, and I don't feel like I have as much energy at night. So what that means is that I need to really focus on the priorities of my health, and health referring to more than just going to the gym and working out. So it's really what this is about. I see so many people that want to kind of feel bad about not getting to the gym for a workout, when really you could just be focusing on going to the gym or coming to our studio, I'm talking about, to come do some slow flow yoga. There is absolutely nothing wrong with coming for yoga instead of some crazy high intensity workout, especially as we're heading into a busy season, a stressful season. Focusing on self-care more than just always needing to be this hardcore high intensity go all the time, because that's what we live in. That is literally the state of mind and the state of our nervous system that we live in nowadays in society. Is we are constantly in fight or flight, needing to get to the next place. Everything's high paced, fast paced, high intensity, and we never give ourselves this time to down regulate our nervous system, to not worry about our to-do list, to not worry about pleasing everyone else, but to actually take some time for ourselves, because we are no good to anyone if we are not showing up for ourselves. And that could literally just mean going to yoga, not necessarily always having to go work out, or maybe it's just getting out of your everyday routine of work and kids and home and whatever that is, to come to the studio and just come say hi and check in and just show up. I don't care how high intensity you go in a workout every single day, because we're all gonna have days where we're just flat out exhausted and tired, and that's okay, because I have those days too. And quite honestly, my yoga practice is much more of a restorative yoga nidra. I'm just gonna lay here for an hour because I don't need to always be moving my body. So I think just flipping the mentality and the idea that we always need to be working out super hard, or we always need to be fast paced, but that there's a huge component to rest and relaxation and down regulation of your nervous system, bringing your fight or flight mode into more parasympathetic, where you are actually calm and relaxed and clear and focused, and we can make really good decisions when we're living in a more relaxed state. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to always be like that, because that's not realistic either, but this is typically the time of year where people don't feel like they have the energy to come work out. They feel like maybe they don't have the time to make space for themselves, or make their workouts a priority. So that's why we're doing Sleep Week. That is why we emphasize this phase of not only the seasons, but just life and rest and recovery, and there's a lot of value to that as well. So not feeling like you always need to be going, but we can actually stop and slow down and just lay here for a little bit, maybe do some meditation or relaxation or some stretching, some myofascial release, and that is sometimes way more productive than going in the gym and killing your workout every single day, because you can actually hinder your results and your nutrition if you are not focusing on rest. And I'm a great example of that. When I was training MMA and I was teaching a million classes and going to college and doing all these things at once, I was probably sleeping 4 hours a night, and I'm usually a heavy sleeper. So I was barely getting enough sleep, and I was constantly injuring myself over and over and over again because my body never had sleep. It never had rest to actually rejuvenate and restore my muscles and my tissues and my brain. So thinking about how you could get more rest and relaxation into your day and not feeling guilty about always, feeling like you need to do a high intense workout. But even if you're just showing up for 30, 40 minutes to do some slow flow yoga or do some rolling out on the tune-up balls, that is incredibly beneficial to your body to get to whatever your goals are. So even if you're not hitting the gym super hard, high intensity right now, I want you to focus on how can I still carve out time and space in my day to take care of myself so that I can be the best version of myself through the holiday season and into the new year and finish the year strong. And whatever that means, maybe it's getting more sleep, maybe it's doing more relaxing yoga versus high intensity workouts all the time. Maybe it's focusing on your nutrition and saying, I might not make it to the gym as much, but I'm gonna eat really healthy and fuel my body. Maybe it's going to bed earlier. Maybe it's making more ways to get out and socialize with your community, your tribe, and that's why we're doing a lot of member events this month, because it's easy to get sucked in to this go, go, go mentality, and that's just society, and we live in it. So it doesn't matter, how much we do, we're always gonna have these things coming at us, but how can we go into the next 2 months of this year with as much calm and focus and clarity on what we're wanting to create in our lives. And the only way we can do that is if we focus on ourselves, create space, create time in your schedule to come to the studio for whatever it is. We are here to fully support you 100%. And this is a lot of the times where I see people that are feeling like they need to cancel their membership because they can't make it here. But honestly, this is the time when you need to be coming more than anything, is when you don't feel like you have time. I know that sounds really controversial. Well, I don't have time. How am I going to make time? You have to just prioritize it, and you have to just look at it as, even if you're coming once a week, just to do some slow flow, that is still beneficial. And there's a lot of benefit to focusing on rest and recovery. So I wanted to kick off this week with Sleep Week talking about these things, because there's just this huge trend in society and in fitness and wellness that you have to, no pain, no gain, push through everything. Heavier is better, bigger is better, longer is better, and that is just not true. And I've talked about that a lot. So if you want to contribute to this conversation, please feel free to comment below, email me back, whatever it is, because this is something that needs to be discussed more in our industry. We need to focus on rest and recovery, and that's what we're here to do this week, especially and always. So if you feel like you're going through the slump, you're kind of feeling that grogginess, you're not sure, you can get into your workouts, or you're struggling to get back into a routine and focus on yourself, please reach out to me personally or any of our team members, because we are here to support you and give you resources. If you can't come, well, here's a great yoga flow you could do at home. Here's some tune-up ball stuff you could do. Go on a walk.